Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first visit, I talk about what's the same and what's different between books and the movies and shows based on them. I upload once a week, and I take requests. But before you make a request, this is, I think, my 130th, 131st video, so check to make sure I haven't covered it yet. Finally, if you haven't yet, please subscribe and ring the notification bell. This week it is Lord of the Flies. This is something I read in middle school reading class when I was about the same age as some of the characters. And I saw the first film adaptation from 1963 in that same class. And I remember it to be a very close match, with some expected watering down of the gore and violence. The book is on the first level of the disturbing novel iceberg. Understandably so. We are talking about kids roughly the same age as my son descending into savagery, but neither movie is anywhere to be found on the disturbing movie iceberg. What the book and the 1963 movie share is pretty much everything. The shipwrecked choir boys, alone on the island, relying on their wits to survive. They create a little society around a conch, but because of immaturity, no adult authority, runaway imaginations, and primal male aggression, a simple disagreement over priorities between Ralph, who is thinking big picture, and prioritizing the maintenance of a signal fire, and Jack, who is prioritizing about the immediate need for food, boils over into all-out savagery, getting Simon and Piggy killed, and the island almost destroyed as they all turn on Ralph and try to smoke him out, hence doing exactly what he said all along and getting them rescued. The 1990 movie follows the same storyline, but goes with a 1990s setting. There are glow sticks and a ripcord raft at the very beginning. Also, instead of British choir boys, it's a group of American military school students, with Ralph using his earned rank in his class to assume authority, and Jack as the antagonist almost right away, with some suggestion later on that he's been court-ordered to go to military school. But their differences in opinion on what is priority number one is the same, as is their escalation. The unfortunate attack on Simon that got him killed was a spot-on match to how it played on the book. But the way Piggy was killed was not. In the book, it was unintentional. He fell 40 feet after some roughhousing and suffered a fatal head injury. In this movie, these younger boys deliberately killed him by dropping a huge rock on him. Both movies also completely leave out how cruel Jack gets in his hunting. He successfully hunts down 2 of those wild boars on the island, and he prolongs their suffering with stabbings and bludgeonings before he kills them and dresses them for meat. And one of them is a sow with piglets, whose head they mount on a stick, and they leave the entrails in a pile, both of which draw flies, hence the titular Lord of the Flies. The book also details the decomp of this Lord of the Flies, down to the bare skull, whose image contributes to Ralph's raw and primal fear as he's being hunted and smoked out after his companions have been killed, and the rest of the group has sided with Jack, who's become like a little Negan in this situation. Right up to the end, shared by the book and both movies, that Ralph was right all along, and they were rescued because a passing ship saw the fire. And that is all for Lord of the Flies. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment and a like, and I'll see you back next week for Beauty and the Beast.